I guess just looking back to last season, I guess what do you remember from the two seasons against Iowa? And I guess what do you remember most about what Luka Garza did against your guys' defense?
That's a loaded question because my recollection is that we didn't play any defense against Luka Garza. He had about 90 combined in the two games. And it was, in some ways it was painful. Obviously at Iowa, it was painful. Here it was terrific to watch because we came out with a win, but how hard he works and how creative he is with his footwork. And both games to me were unusual for college basketball because I can remember the free-flowing nature of the game, the scoring that took place by both teams. And I don't remember the exact numbers, but we had a not a sizable lead, but we had a lead in the second half at Iowa. And it was just their relentlessness in executing offense, obviously featuring Garza, but across the board, the way they score and the way that we were able to score for basically 40 minutes here and probably 33 minutes there. They were free-flowing games. Yet our approach tomorrow night is really based on our defense has got to lead to the victory.
Next question is from Orion Sang from the Detroit Free Press.
Hey, Phil, is there almost a throwback or old school feel to this game just because of the matchup between Hunter and Luka Garza?
You know, that's interesting because when you watch all these games, everybody spreads out and wants to get threes in the air. And certainly you have two low post scorers, two guys that are going to go after each other. But there's still that idea of, their 3-point weapons are extraordinary. And if you look at their last 5 games, a kid like Wieskamp is shooting 59% from 3 in the last 5 games. Connor McCaffrey shooting 60%, and he's the guy that can't shoot on their team. The kid Keegan Murray off the bench is shooting 71% in their last 5 games from the 3. So we have to take away the 3 while making sure that Garza doesn't, have a record that everybody in the country is talking about on Friday morning. And at the same way, we have to maintain our balance. So I can't go back in my head and say, well, this matchup is like, who are the best centers that played in the Big Ten. I don't know that, but certainly the approach to the game, put the ball on the block first and play off of the block to get to the 3-point shooting.
And then with Hunter, what would be your personal number one piece of advice you'd give him, entering tomorrow's game with all eyes on him in that matchup against Garza?
Well, it's interesting. Hunter, because of his personality, he and Garza are friends. They've known each other for a long time. And the only thing that I'm going to whisper to him tomorrow is, you just have to put the friendship aside for 40 minutes here. And you're not the youngster, like Garza being a senior and Hunter being a freshman. He can't go into and accept that as any kind of built-in excuse. Hunter has handled all this. So all the notoriety and all the accolades, he's handled it. And now he has to handle the idea that this is not Hunter against Garza. This is Michigan against Iowa. And I'm confident that Hunter will not cross into another world, and it will impact his game in making it a personal rivalry.